Just give me a moment to admire my favorite wig yet. It's so versatile and I am loving it. Details below if you're interested. Anyway, let's get on with the video.
Hi guys, it's Pamela Naturals back with another video. In this video, we're going to talk about itchy scalp. What causes it? How to fix it? And I'm going to share my recipe, my favorite recipe of how I maintain an itchless scalp, so no itch on my scalp, and also prevents dandruff. It's simple and it's all in this bottle. If you're interested, keep watching. Itchy scalp can be caused by so many things, from dirt to dandruff. Sometimes people react to a product. Head lice and scabies can also cause an itchy scalp. Ringworms, psoriasis, seborrheic dermatitis, and so many other different reasons. So in this video, I'm going to share with you some tips on how you can prevent an itchy scalp, but also I'm going to share with you a recipe that I use to make sure that I minimize dandruff and also an itchy scalp. So pretty much if there is one thing that I could share with you to prevent an itchy scalp or to resolve an itchy scalp, this recipe is it. So make sure you watch until the end to find out what it is. So some tips to share just to make sure that you don't get an itchy scalp in the first place is to obviously wash your hair. If you're getting an itchy scalp often, it might mean that you're not washing your hair often enough and dandruff is building up and your scalp is getting irritated with the dirt and the grime and all the products you've been using. So you might want to revisit your wash regimen or how often you wash your hair to see if you can make some changes to help with the itch. Use light products. Heavy products build up quite quickly on the scalp, and if it's too much, the combination of sweat, dandruff, and the product itself, you are bound to have some itch. So I would encourage you to really use light products if you want to stop that buildup of products. Another tip is to use hydrating products. If you keep your scalp hydrated, moisturized, you're maintaining that moisture in your scalp, you won't give the flakes an opportunity to develop, because flakes are usually a result of dryness. So the scalp dries so much that it starts to crack and then it flakes pretty much. So keeping your hair, your scalp to be specific, is paramount when it comes to preventing dandruff and then itch as well. If you are experiencing an itchy scalp and you've tried all these things and they don't work, you might want to see a medical professional that specializes in the skin and the scalp, of course, and they might be able to maybe help you troubleshoot what might be going on. It might be something that needs treatment. But if you think that it's not a medical thing, it's just something in your regimen, then you might want to try including apple cider vinegar. And apple cider vinegar with the mother and organic, I've done a video about it where I do an apple cider vinegar rinse. It really helps with preventing dandruff and also itching as well, and other benefits like, restoring the pH of your scalp, which is around 5.5. So apple cider vinegar might be something you want to consider or include in your regimen to help you combat that itchiness on your scalp. I have to mention that a lot of people ask me about sulfur 8, and I've said it I think in another video, but sulfur 8 also helps with itch. The problem I have with apple cider is that because of the heavy product in it, I think it's mineral oil and petrolatum, I would have to use a sulfate shampoo to wash it out before I am able to rehydrate, because it actually creates a barrier on the scalp. And that's fine if it works for you and you are able to use it for whatever period until your wash day, you're covered and you find that your scalp is still hydrated and moisturized. It might be okay to use for you, but for me, my scalp usually needs to be moisturized at least 3 times a week. So you can imagine if I use sulfur 8, it means I need to wash my hair 3 times a week, and we're not doing that. So yeah, that's my take on sulfur 8. I do use other products that I believe are heavier. It doesn't contain mineral oil per se, but it's got the texture and the feel of sulfur 8, and it does the job as well, and that's T444Z. I've done a challenge on it, not on my scalp, but on my, oh yeah, it was on my scalp actually. I did a hair growth challenge about it, and I do a review about my results about it, etc. I'll put a link above to that one, and you guys can check it out and see if it's something you want to try. On to the mixture or the recipe that I use, not only to prevent itchiness and dandruff, but also to combat it. Like if I'm having an itchy scalp, I use this and it helps. And it's all in this little bottle here. So what I normally do is I add a bit of water, usually warm water, because warm water is just soothing to the hair and the scalp for me. At least sometimes if you put cold water on your scalp, it's like, it's a shock to the scalp. So I put warm water in there. I put a little bit of oil, usually olive oil. Now you can put an oil blend. You can use, coconut oil, maybe jojoba oil as well. I would go a little bit on the lighter side when it comes to the oils, because yeah, you don't want too heavy oils when it comes to mixing this concoction that I'm about to show you. Castor oil is all right for the scalp as well, but it's not going to mix very well with the water and the other oils. So try and go a bit light with the oil that you choose for this one. I'm using olive oil, so I've got water and olive oil, as you can see. And to this, I'm going to add my essential oils, guys.
The essential oils I'm using are peppermint, tea tree, lavender, and rosemary. And if you want to make about a 2% dilution, add 12 drops of essential oil to each 30 ml and do the conversion for whatever mils you want to make for the mixture.
So about 12 drops to every 30 ml. So, you're more than safe to use about 5 drops of each of these, because this is what? I think this is maybe 100 mils. The amount of water. So you can just do an estimate. If you want to be exact, you can, measure your bottle. If it's 30 mils, then you put 12 drops and you do the calculation. If it's 100 mils, then you calculate how many drops you use to create a 2%, which is what I'm using here. So I will put generally in here about 5 drops of each, 3, 4, 5. And peppermint, which is my favorite. Peppermint is my favorite, guys. Smells amazing. It's got great benefits for the hair and the scalp as well. And the next one I'm going to use is lavender. Lavender oil. We're going to do 5 drops. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the next one is rosemary essential oil. 1, 2, 3. All you do is shake everything together and spritz that. I normally use that every other day or at least 3 times a week on my scalp, and I can tell you that my itch is nowhere to be found. I'm telling you, it works wonders. My scalp has got, even when I use long-term protective styles, this is the mixture that I use. So if you're trying to find a simple but effective way to combat itch on your scalp, you want to try this. I would also recommend Reina hair care for keeping your hair hydrated and growing your hair. Obviously, hydration helps prevent the flakes, which can cause itch as well. So these products can help manage that as well if you are not into DIYs. But guys, that's pretty much it when it comes to maintaining your scalp and preventing itch and or treating it. You don't have to get complicated with products and looking for magic products. A lot of the times we have these things in our kitchens or somewhere in the house. So get in the kitchen, mix up some oils and use it on your scalp. The good thing about this mixture is that not only does it help prevent that itch, it also helps prevent dryness. It helps keep your hair moisturized because you've got the hydration with the water and the oil to seal that moisture in. And not only that, it helps with hair growth as well. So, I'm covered. Oh no, It also smells really good. That combination of the 4 essential oils is beautiful. Let me know what you use for an itchy scalp. Comment below, leave a comment. I'll definitely respond. Let me know what you think of this video if you enjoyed it. Until next time, it's Pamara Naturals. See ya.